I have a chance. Biggest patch of the week, this next one here. Update 1.07 for
Call of
Modern
Duty,
Warfare.
baby.
Now, let's go through it.
Wait, the biggest question. Crashing.
There has been system stability.
Okay.
Is what they increased. But getting to the most important part, because this is what everybody wants to know about.
Maps.
Yeah, well, okay, the second most important part that everybody wants to know about, the 7.25 shotgun.
Oh, nerfed, yeah.
It has been nerfed.
You can no longer snipe with a shotgun.
Oh, that's...
They're very specific. Check this out. So they increased the ADS and hip fire spread, right? So it spreads further, so it's not as accurate. And reduced damage range. So it is a lot less damage. And you can't shoot from range anymore because of the spread. Very cool.
Yeah.
The next one, I use this gun a
But
lot.
see, you can change the bullets to slugs.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can still snipe with it.
Well, they still reduce the damage, though.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So. M4A1 assault rifle. This one hurts me because I use it.
Well, everybody uses
it.
These are the two weapons everybody uses.
Yeah.
What did they do to the M4?
They reduced the damage range to the M4, and they
I actually appreciate that
Yeah.
because when I snipe in Ground War, I'm getting out sniped by an assault rifle when I have the
shotgun.
sniper
And a shotgun.
Yeah.
And they did a small recoil increase, so basically that's to help with range, right? When you're shooting at further range, you know what I mean, recoil, accuracy, stuff like that. One that you will like, Mark, I found it. I thought of you exactly when I read it. Pistols.
Yeah.
They increase move speed with a pistol.
Nice, okay.
They've reduced the sprint out time, so you can sprint longer with a pistol.
Okay.
And the best one, increased damage range for pistols, so you can get kills easier with pistols. Because I know you were getting pretty mad at those challenges. I was too.
Challenges,
Yeah.
60 kills with a pistol. I mean, I figured out how to do it, which is you go into hardcore mode, and then you just shoot them once, and they're dead. But still, that's a lot of kills with a pistol. It was so hard before that.
Because I'm a Ginger in chat says, fake news, he feels like you can still snipe with the shotgun. He says, I didn't feel a damage reduction at all, and I played all day.
I'd have to check it out, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played it. Patch came out yesterday.
Now, it might
today,
just be,
today.
they say damage reduction, so it might just be slight. Maybe it's not enough. Maybe they need to nerf it more, but we'll get back to you on our thoughts on that as we play.
Yeah, we'll have to see. So I did most of my shotgun challenges before the nerf, so I'm good.
You're good to go.
I'm good.
Huh?
Yeah. This one I actually liked. Battle Chatter. They removed the ability for enemies to hear when they've been called out, which, by the way,
it's fun. Do you know
why did you let that slip by?
I don't know. It's so funny because you'd be hiding behind, you'd be walking a direction, and then you'd hear somebody yell, "I found him!"
And the guy's like, and the guy just turns around and shoots you.
Yeah. And so your guy, they can hear your NP.
When you're supposed to be silent.
Your avatar yell out, "I got him!" They're giving away your position.
So funny.
So they remove that.
Yeah, they removed the ability for enemies to hear when they've been called out by the opposing team, which, by the way, I don't know why that was left in to begin with.
Yeah.
You know?
There are a couple things that I think, Well, these are interesting.
No, these are good. Claymores. I actually like this change a lot. You guys can disagree with me, but let me read you the Claymore changes. So detonating an enemy Claymore with bullets is now non-lethal when at full health, which is really important. I think if you find the Claymore, you should be rewarded, right? And if you shoot it, it blows up. It still does damage, which is obvious. But if you're at full health, it doesn't kill you. It just takes you to essentially probably a low health. Right?
Okay.
I'm okay with that because you should be rewarded for finding the Claymore. I get that. And you don't want to sit there for 5 seconds and disable it, right? You know what I mean? Or whatever the time is on that.
Yeah.
We've also reduced the trigger and damage radius and also reduced the damage width to better match the trigger width. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, yeah. So it's been nerfed by the damage radius and so how big the explosion is, so you can't get triple kills with those anymore. And
because you kill the first guy and then the other two just
and you actually have to aim them.
Yeah, so basically those red lines mean something.
Yeah, okay.
Which is good. The riot shield, this one's actually been making me really mad lately, so I'm glad they fixed this because there's some situations where I just don't know what to do when I come up against a riot shield. It's just you and him. You're both awkwardly staring at each other like on a first date, you know? And it's, anyway, They fixed an issue where throwing knife and thermite weren't causing the shield to go to the player's back. Because basically, you would wait for the player to like go to throw a grenade at you, and you'd pop them, right? But they'd throw a knife essentially through the shield, so you couldn't do anything, right? So they fixed that. They've also fixed an issue where explosive splash damage wasn't working consistently, and they'll continue to tune the riot shield as needed. The other big one, I won't go through all these, just the last big one here is challenge progressions and rank. So in big old fat bold letters at the top, they said daily challenges and active missions are getting a full sweep of testing and fixes. They'll have more updates with these systems in future updates, but basically fixing bugs where they're not tracking, where they're not working properly, giving you credit for when you completed them, and basically they're not working properly. They've made fixes in this patch and are sounds like are doing a full sweep of them to make sure they start working properly.
Okay.
Right? So very cool. Big patch.
I'm still concerned about the crashes because they've come out with 3 patches now that say they fix the crashes when in actuality they don't. By the way,
Have you experienced some hard crashes?
I've experienced it on every box I own.
Yeah.
Oh, even on the
Even
non,
on
non-Xbox.
even on the non
Scorpio.
Xbox X version. But with the Xbox X, it's 3 games or less it hard crashes. I have figured out a solution, a Band-Aid solution, by the way. Don't join party chat. It's party
Interesting.
chat that causes it.
Very interesting.
If you are not in party chat, you will not crash. 100%.
So you've not crashed while playing solo.
Correct. So what I would recommend for those that play in party chat in Call of Duty,
Use Discord?
you could use Discord. That's
Yeah.
fine. But if you're stuck on the box, just mute everyone else but your friends.
Oh,
It's
I see.
real.
Yeah.
Just mute all. It's a one button to. It's right on the D-pad, I believe.
Yeah.
Just when you join a match, press right on the D-pad, and then undo your friends,
Interesting. That is fascinating.
and then you'll never crash. So there you go.
this patch came out today on November 8th. It's a big patch. Now the very first point on the patch is back-end fixes to prevent crashes and improve stability across all platforms, including dev errors and various performance fixes. So
Okay.
hopefully
the reason. Yeah.
no, I know
you
they said
say
that in every single one.
The
but-
reason is they've said it's been fixed, but it's made it worse every time. Like, I used to be able to play 5 games. Now I can only play 3 or less. You know, so it's party chat that causes it. So if you don't want it to crash at all, then
There you
just
go.
do that. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. So, anyway, we'll have to test it out
Yeah.
because this I think is the
Call
biggest,
of Duty,
This
a
is
big-
the biggest patch.
A
to
big
date.
patch,
So-
lots of nerfs. It's super fun. Still having a blast in that game. Campaign is amazing. We actually have a question about the campaign and about this that revolves around this game a little bit later. It's just so good. Well done, Call of Duty.
Yes.
Gears 5 also has an update.
Oh yeah.